Hello everyone and welcome to the IT First Step video series. When I first created this course, I had a plan in mind to give the very first bits of information needed for anyone to basically start in the IT industry. I've been working in the IT industry for quite some time and I've decided that I want to share this information and help people when they get started to kind of have a bearing towards where they're going and why should they or should not do specific things. So I hope you'll enjoy this video series and please leave comments down below if you want to see additional content of this nature. So I've created a small list about who you should be or why should you watch this video series. Obviously this is not a full list, but I thought I'd put a few points here so you'll be able to understand if this is for you from the get-go. So obviously this is a beginner tailored training session. So we're looking for people who are beginners in the field that are interested in IT or high-tech industry. And the reason why I say high-tech industry is because IT is a very, very low entry point for high-tech. And there's a lot of position that you can practically join after 1 month of training, two, sometimes without any type of training, and you'll get the training on the job. So it's a very nice place to start if you're looking to integrate into that field. I'm assuming limited knowledge or no knowledge at all about computing, and this is a good thing because I'm going to build things so they're very, very simple to understand. It's going to be quick introduction that is a mix between high-level information that will be just info that I'll bombard you with, and also some hands-on approach that you'll be able to play with it a bit and get a feel for it yourself. This course is also a good way to test the waters before you go into a much more structured approach, like like going down a certification path from Microsoft, Cisco, or another vendor. Or if you're planning to do other things like checking to see the overview and understanding if IT is for you at all. And of course, why not just watch it, see if it's good for you, and if it's not, leave a comment saying this is not helpful or something of that nature, so I'll be able to better tailor the information next time. So, a little bit of background about myself. I've been working in the IT field for about 15 years now. I've been doing IT for a long time, so I've had a chance to work in various job descriptions, starting from an IT admin, a network admin, a storage admin, even for a period of time. And I've done a lot of other things that are more related to managing an IT team, some training in the past for IT related content, and also a lot of security and cybersecurity specialization that I've done in the recent 5 to 10 years. And during that time, I've gained a lot of overview knowledge about a lot of topics and also a lot of specialization towards specific topics that kind of gave me a good perspective to where the IT field is and what are the things that are related to it and you should be aware of. I've started from the bottom and I look at it as an advantage because I've really had to deal with all of the things in IT. I've started from troubleshooting personal computers like a PC technician or troubleshooting as a help desk for office related issues. And I've worked in the biggest and greatest companies troubleshooting a huge infrastructure or designing a huge network from scratch, from a napkin all the way to the deployment. And this kind of understanding gave me a very broad understanding towards how you need to approach IT and how you need to use and shape your mindset. And this is something that I want to impart on you when you look at the field. It's a very diverse field. You should find a route that you feel is comfortable with you or something that you find interesting, but don't be afraid to take a turn and do other things. It's a very flexible field, and your experience will transition towards most of the position in it. So a bit about the groundwork in terms of what we're going to cover in this video series. I'm going to start by covering very basic terms. What is a host? What is a server, computer, endpoint? What is a switch, a router, a modem? Some concept about internet, LAN, WAN, things related to network IP and MAC addresses, client versus server. What is the difference? What does a client do? What does a server do? And what it does not. Some network introduction in terms of what are the things that are related to network in terms of how do we assign an IP to a machine, some of the concept of network connectivity and such. Sample commands, and this will be basically the commands that you're going to use to troubleshoot network connectivity, to configure all kinds of basic settings in terms of the OS, navigate the file system, do a few other things just to keep things more interesting and connected. And of course, I'm going to give you some troubleshooting logic in the end. How do you approach problems in IT? The problems will be either problems that you need to solve using your information that you have obtained until now, or how you can obtain new information that's going to help you in troubleshooting issues.